Sweet. So I have just started a new position as senior UX developer for a e-commerce health and wellness company called LuckyVitamin. And I'm a bit under the weather, so
Congratulations.
thank you. Don't mind the coughing. We are trying to make a shift from purely being product based to lean more into our mission and vision, which is to help people along their journey towards health and wellness. Just helping them with their diet, ensuring that the supplements they use are the best ones for them, and not just push a product, but really have a purpose in that personal journey to each our
Mm.
constituents and customer bases. So I kind of wanted to reach out to all of you guys just to get a general feel about where you're at on your health and wellness journey and how we could help so we could not only eventually help you guys individually, but impart that into the larger portion of our customer base.
Okay. So
Cool,
this
cool,
is
cool.
is this more of a market research or does this turn into a marketing call?
A little bit of both. It's like
Okay.
qualitative research that I'm doing, and if everyone's cool with it, we're building out a new user tasting platform.
Okay.
So I'll probably let you guys get first shot at testing out the like A/B and multivariate versions of what we're doing for this site.
Okay. Okay.
Cool, cool, cool.
Cool.
Sweet. So let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Sweet, sweet. And if you see me with my head down, I'm probably just jotting down some notes, which is
Cool.
probably counterintuitive to the recording, but we'll see how that goes.
I mean, it's your job, yo.
Okay, word. Thank you.
Like, I'm just here for
Word,
fun.
word.
Like,
Okay. So let's just start this off with the first question, which is going to be, what stage are you at in your health and wellness journey? So I have three options for you here. I'm at the beginning. I have not considered the role of health and wellness in my life. I'm not on a health and wellness journey. Or finally, I'm uncertain where I'm at along my journey.
I'm gonna go with B.
B, you haven't thought about it at all?
It's I think health and wellness is just living, so it's not a like I haven't framed it in this sense. If that
Okay.
makes sense. I'm on the I'm not dead yet journey.
Gonna
Hopefully
take
this
that
is
as a
gonna be
direct.
a I hope this is gonna be like a useful call from you.
No, I think it will be. We're trying to garner not only the attention and conversion of a younger user base, but to really understand what people our age are going through. And one of the comments I'd made in one of the meetings was, I don't know what to do specifically for and about people my age, because I think we just kind of try to eat semi well and maybe
Yeah.
walk a couple days a week. I don't know if we're all like, yo, dog, I need like new vitamin D pills. So
Right. Like, I don't know. So I'm like, yep, that's pretty like, yep.
okay, cool, cool, cool. So you haven't thought about it at all. Let's see. What's that? All right. Well, the question after that is going to be, how often do you make changes or seek solutions to improve your health? Never, sometimes, frequently, and always.
Uh, sometimes,
Sometimes, gotcha.
I mean, it's between sometimes and frequently and always, right? Like I'm on the yeah.
Tell me a bit more about that.
Um well, if something hurts or something like that, like I'm not gonna ignore it. I'm gonna try finding a solution. Like
Hmm.
go to the doctor, blah blah blah, find exercise or something that will like strengthen knees or of that sort, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. So would it then be apt to say, unless there is an acute issue that you need help for, you aren't particularly thinking about health and wellness?
That's that is true. Caveat, I am a 10-year cancer survivor with low calcium issues. So therefore, when my body is acting up, I am aware of it. So I go take care of those things. Does
Okay.
that make sense? So
No, that
like
makes perfect
health,
sense.
so health is on the forefront because when my body's not feeling well, I'm like, oh shit, is it producing things that it shouldn't be producing right now?
Hmm.
Like more cancer cells. But so
Good.
I have a very productive body. Um,
So I see.
so therefore, therefore, like in that health is important, but like not in the um American commercial sense of health and wellness. If I'm trying, like, does that make sense?
Actually, it does, but I'm wondering if you'd be willing to elaborate on that. Like you said, the American sense. Tell me more about that.
Well, like in the American, well, actually, like GNC, is it GNC? Like it's a whole
Yeah.
industry, right? Like or like the fads of this week is of this cleanse or that week is of this cleanse and take this and kind of that
So
American
you
commercialization of it.
so you feel like the way we as a nation handle health and wellness is more based in not only fad diets and what we can do next, but somehow it's based in marketing so someone can gain revenue off it, as opposed to being generally focused on the actual holistic and whole being of a person.
Correct.
Cool, cool, cool. Word. That's
Yeah.
interesting and like super important because in trying to garner the attention of this younger like consumer base, I'm wondering if that would be a deterrent to a company like Lucky Vitamin that I work for. Like, is there an actual need for the work we do, or at least how the people in this younger demographic view it? Is there a need for what we do versus does it feel like people are like pushing an agenda on you?
Um, when you're talking about younger demographic, what exactly is the age range you're looking at?
So the age range we're looking at is going to be like 35 to 44.
Okay. All of us who don't have enough money to have children and get married and buy houses.
To some extent.
Right. Okay. Cool.
No, no,
Word.
I think when I say younger demographic, I just mean people that aren't our normal consumer base, which is going to be individuals like over 50 because they're actively
Yeah.
using supplements and things of that nature.
No, I totally understand. I just want to figure out like we're of the same like our mindset is of the same demographic because like I think part of it is like this age group that we're talking about is a little bit over the influencers and TikTokers, but like so therefore we're in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, like wow, the generation before us, like they like the '90s, they grew up with like oh have the stuff like all of the vitamins and supplements because of TV dinners that they're lacking shit.
Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha.
But anyway, just wondering.
No, no, that's great to know. I'm gonna definitely keep an ear out for that to see if that's something that's a like throughput of all of these interviews I'm doing. I'm probably gonna do like 8 or 9 of them with people around our age to see what the word is.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Outside of that, um, just a general question. The next one, what are your health goals? Do you have
To
any?
stay alive.
Stay alive. Staying alive.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Uh okay, let's put it this way. I do a few sports.
Gotcha.
So my health goals, I guess, are to be um healthy enough to keep on doing these sports and getting better at them.
Hmm.
So, like what are my health goals? I don't know. Do people actually have answers for these?
You're one of the first formal interviews. I've actually kind
Okay,
of socialized the idea with you guys and going
okay,
back and forth with us all talking on Facebook and just kind of getting a feel for what everyone
okay.
thinks. And it was so funny because all like half of you guys were super worried about me. And I was in a meeting discussing the fact that I was going to reach out to you guys because I felt like I'd get a nice pulse back from like my actual friends that were coincidentally in the age range. All of you literally were like, "Oh my God, Fred, are you okay? Like, if you're feeling down, you know you can talk to me." I'm like, dude, I'm running a meeting right now, and I just feel like this would be the easiest way to garner the information I'm looking for.
We were
I love you guys for
concerned.
that, though. No, no, no. I love you guys so much. Like my entire team, like, and not mine, but our entire team was laughing because I was like, "Oh, dude, you guys just scared the living crap out of all of my friends."
I'm like, we're like, you need help?
No, no, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Okay,
Appreciate
good,
y'all, though.
good, good, good.
Appreciate y'all. Got
It's
you.
like, okay,
All
like,
right.
cool. Health goals.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Still
Okay,
going on my
good, good.
runs.
Like new job,
Still
new
working.
money. You know, I get it.
Yeah.
More work.
No, let's see. So just kind of generally attempting to maintain a
Hmm.
fairly tough. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. Maintain.
Let's see. What do you do to maintain that general like status you need for all of those sports that you play?
Uh, play the
Or do
sport.
you? Okay, cool. Say less.
Yeah.
No additional training, no type of like cleaner diet, no supplements you currently take.
No.
Okay, cool.
I
Good.
mean,
No, no,
yeah.
you don't feel burdened to have an answer to these questions. I'm looking for candid responses and authenticity. If you
Okay,
really just
cool.
like, no, dog, I just go out and play the sport and then
I
like
mean,
stretch afterwards, that's cool too.
I think I do a lot of stretching at home. And then I do like, basic, I don't know, workouts when I feel like it. Um, but like I would, except for playing this sport, like I have like normally maybe I do stage combat on Mondays, and then like I have at least one volleyball practice or game, and
Mhm.
then during the summer I have dragon boat, and that is a
Gotcha.
2 day practice thing. So that fills up my week, or sometimes like there's like two of each. Like you
Mhm.
know, um, I feel like that's a whole lot of fucking exercise. Um,
You know me. I exercise more than most humans, so
you
that's not a
do,
weird. Yeah, so that's not a weird thing. Like everybody else is asleep, and I'm like, I just ran 6 miles. What up,
but like
dog?
the
Y'all see the
difference is
sunrise today?
I'm on the lazier spectrum of human beings. I really like hibernation and staying, like um yeah. But those are the things that I do. I also like I'm a I guess I'm an intermittent faster.
Same.
Um, Originally it wasn't by consciously or by choice. It was just I don't get hungry until a certain time, and I only eat when I'm hungry. So it ends up being like I don't eat for like 14 to 16 hours.
Gotcha.
So those are the things. And generally my diet is pretty clean. It's I want to say it's super Asian, but like, that's not
Yeah.
always very clean. But like,
Word. You're not wrong. I like talked
like,
myself out of buying dim sum today and decided to cook because I was like, we could walk down the street. Nah, that's not gonna be healthy. I should eat pork buns at like
right.
1 in the afternoon on a Tuesday.
I mean, that is dim sum hour, so you can't.
It's Tuesday and I should probably not stuff my face like an idiot.
Right? Like, yes. So not like all Asian food is like very yeah. So my diet isn't very I don't, especially since the pandemic, I haven't eaten out a lot. So like there's a lot of home cooking and I live with my mom and we do like there's a more of a, at least in the summertime it was more like plant-based, but like winter it's a little bit more cured meats and meat-based, but like so I thought I was, yeah,
No, that's good stuff to know.
yeah. Like yeah, and we don't, I rarely eat fast food and except for really good like fried chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah, I think that's a downfall of all people our age. Like my boys, no, the homies at the cigar bar definitely was just like, yo, last Saturday, and they're like, yeah, we about to order for the team. Like, you guys want Popeyes? And I'm like, dude, no. Like, I'm gonna just get a salad with some like grilled chicken
But
over it. Don't
no, Popeyes
nasty.
though.
I
That fried
get it,
chicken
but like
is
I'm trying
good,
to like
yo.
I've finally gotten that weight off and I'm trying to maintain that and be like better. So
Uh-huh, yeah.
Popeyes randomly on a Saturday, probably not the best thing for that.
It's like well, I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool,
Yes.
cool,
I
cool.
do understand. Good
All
for
right.
you. Good for you in sticking to your
I'm
guns,
trying. I'm
You know,
trying. I'm
it's
trying.
hard. It's hard out there in this world, especially when it's cold.
Yeah,
And you're
absolutely. No,
like,
I
do
agree
I
with you
not do I
wholeheartedly.
really want to do that? Yeah, exactly. We good.
What else though? Oh, so with that being said, how do you normally learn about the subject of health and wellness?
YouTube.
Got you.
Um, and
Tell
I
me more.
read and I read a lot of like Michael Pollan and like Michael Pollan is less about health and wellness and more about just like the he's a guy who wrote Omnivore's Dilemma.
Got you.
Um and he writes a lot about like food and how things come to be. So like I'm very much more like food conscious.
Do you
Um
only read him when it comes to things about general diet and health, or are there any other authors?
um I think there's not a lot of authors that I say follow in that way of like food talk. Um I discover a lot of authors on like say YouTube and then like and then read said authors. I read a lot
Okay.
about diet and health.
Cool,
I
cool,
like
cool.
I
Tell me
read
more about YouTube.
well, I read a book recently called Breathe. Um sorry, I'm gonna check my phone to see because I have a list of the books I read because I'm
Oh, no,
that
no, hit
nerd.
me. No, no, hit me. I love it.
Um let's breathe. Sorry, give me a second.
Yeah, you got it.
Um Breathe, the science of a lost art is by James Nestor. So it talks about how we're not breathing properly as humans and how mouth breathing is bad and it doesn't go through a cycle and how our jaws are smaller and therefore we're no longer our bone structure is not the same as say like 100 years ago, therefore we all have like fucked up teeth because we're not breathing properly and because of the foods we eat and we're not biting enough and chewing enough.
Okay.
It's a really fun book.
No, 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 no. I definitely will read it, but out of context and with no point of context, I'm like, bro, have I been chewing wrong?
Well, you haven't been eating enough of chewing things because like when we as generations like goes on like in a time where say of the hunter and gathering age or even in like before soft foods, before like we had to bite through an apple and then like or eat through the like go to the bone of an animal instead of just like just get a chicken breast out of it, that kind of.
Coincidentally, outside of when I order chicken breast, I still eat like that. So now I feel weird because I'm definitely getting that cartilage in like every time I eat something.
Yeah, I know. That's great. Me too.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All
But
right,
like,
sweet.
yeah, it's a good book. Like, so and then I sometimes listen to a podcast called Impact Theory, and he always like in interviews other like book authors or people who are in different realms, and sometimes it's about health. So like I get some of the information from that as well.
Word. Um, so that being said, and you mentioned YouTube. Tell me more
Yes.
about your learning process on YouTube.
Um well, it's normally for, workouts per se.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah, I think there was a new you know how you go through a rabbit hole, you press one thing and then it becomes another thing. Da, 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 da. So there's a new person that I just discovered. Well, no, YouTube algorithm shoved it in my face. I should put it that way. I didn't discover it. Got shoved in my face. About a dude who, I think it's about flexibility and
Mm-hmm.
how sometimes repetition, you only need to hold a stretch for 30 seconds for like maybe 5 minutes to have that effect, like to improve that stretch. Or it's more important to be like, you could up your level of squats to not adding weight, but just with your body weight, of like from a normal squat to a pistol squat to like a dragon squat, like things like that. Like learning how to use my body as a weight. Like I don't go to the gym because I just don't understand gym culture and it just gives me anxiety. So
It's understandable.
so yeah. So things like
It
that.
can be it can be overwhelming. All right, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
So just to piggyback off that, uh, is there a way that you vet the sources that you get from YouTube? Because sometimes there could be issues with, then this wouldn't be in your realm because you're looking for like things on exercising and diet, but there can be some like conspiracy stuff on there, some like odd theories. How would you go about vetting the information, or do you do that?
Um I I have cognitive critical thinking skills because I went to
Okay, cool.
school. I'm sorry. That was
It's cool.
very that was very
Little
like
little snarky, little condescending.
No, I'm
It's
playing. I'm
fine.
playing.
Like that, and I know these things about you, but I am still doing a process for my job and
I know,
asking the
I
kind of
know. I'm
questions that need to
sorry.
be
This is
proposed.
like let's edit this in post. Let me try that question again. Um, that is a very good question, like,
No, you're
Fred.
good.
And
No, seriously. But like, if that's what it is, that's what it is. I don't want you to be dishonest.
no, I'm not. I know I'm not trying to be flippant. I think I with health things, I don't go like I don't think conspiracy theories go as far with like with exercise and issues like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand? Like, and then like I do watch a lot of like critical essays and whatnot, and then have to come back to reality and like seeing if that balances out or not, you know?
Okay.
And I totally understand where your question is coming from.
So let's then rephrase and rethink this question out.
Mm-hmm.
There are times where individuals purport themselves to be either experts, or even if they do know some things about it. Like I work out
Mm-hmm.
often, and you know this, but there are times when people ask me to train them. And my best friend's a
Mm-hmm.
personal trainer. What he
Mm-hmm.
knows about the human body far like
Mm-hmm.
outweighs anything that I could ever hope to know. I
Mm-hmm.
train for me, so it doesn't make sense, nor would it actively be safe for me to actually train someone. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that was what that question was geared towards. Like, hey, is there a way to ensure that, like, with a thing like James Nestor, we know he's an author,
Mm-hmm.
he's been published. That makes sense to trust James. But wherein lies the differential between someone who may be showing yoga poses or talking about the benefit of flexibility or flexology? Do they really know what they're talking about, or
Mm-hmm.
they just stretching on video? Like,
that is a fair that is a fair question. I think uh I don't like personally, I just don't I'm not a blind I don't feel like I'm a blind fan or follower. I do something and then see if it works for me, if that makes
Got you.
sense. Yeah.
No, that makes absolute
Because
sense.
I'm like, and also I'm lazy. So like maybe I'll just do like 2 sets. I'm like, I'm done.
Got you. Alrighty. There's a follow-up portion of that question that sounds similar, but is more specific. And you've
Hmm.
already touched on some of this, so let me know. Pardon me,
Are
the
you
answer remains specific.
okay? Are you coughing
So
and
here's the
dying
thing.
over there?
No, no, I'm fine. I think I have a little cold, but I don't know. I feel absolutely fine. Like I could get up and run right now and I'd be absolutely fine. But I've had this weird
Uh-huh.
like cough and tickle, and I'm wondering if it's just like my cough variant asthma and my dust allergy, or if I have like a little
Hmm.
cold, but I also keep myself in fairly good shape, so it's not giving me a fever and putting me under the way it would
Okay.
like a normal person. But I'm good. I'm
Have
fine.
you hydrated today? Did you drink enough water?
Oh, dude, yeah, no, you're right. I probably should drink some more water. Cool, 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 cool. Note to
Like,
self: after meeting, consume water. Got it.
yes.
All right.
Sometimes
So,
that's it.
got you. With that being said, yeah, are there any trusted sources you go to learn about health and wellness? You already told me YouTube, so is that just the main one?
Yeah, that's the main one.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Then we got about 10 minutes left. We should be able to finish this up fairly quickly. Do you make purchases based on your state of your health and wellness, or where you are on your non-existent wellness journey?
No,
No, got you.
right? Yeah, because
And
it's non-existent.
got you. And do you purchase products to improve your overall health and wellness at all?
Sometimes, but not really.
Okay. What are those products
Like
that
I
you
bought
purchase?
a 10-pound weight, like, and then it sits in the corner.
Got it. How can
Not
we get it out
helpful.
of that corner?
It, motivation. Like it's just self-motivation.
Got it. Cool, cool, cool. Is there anything else you want to let me know in terms of this? And feel free to, because we got maybe like 5 minutes left. Let me know what you
Yeah.
thought of the questions. How did you feel? Was this easy enough?
I think it was easy enough. I think uh I am not a person with a wellness goal, right? So therefore I think I needed more questions that are more specific about exactly what you're trying to ask me and what am I getting towards,
Mhm.
and I think uh yeah, because I'm not an avid anything on this route.
Got you. No, but that's good to know. It may be an outlier, but if we find that that's a common throughput with all the people in our age range, then we may
Yeah.
need to approach this differently. Because if everybody
Yeah.
our age is like, dog, I'm not thinking about that at all.
Yeah. Because like also I think in within this conversation, like purchases aside, like I thought of like there has been past where I've had taken spirella for whatever, or at the moment I'm taking calcium because I'm like weak on calcium and I will always need vitamin D or something like that. But like I think that is not uh or maybe a question of like what I've looked at or what um yeah, I don't know. I think I needed a little bit more specific questions, especially like, oh, how much time do I spend working out? Which is I
No,
don't know.
no, I'm just parsing that out because that's part of your journey and that could help me translate it to the work we do. I was just
Yeah.
generally looking for qualitative
Yeah.
information, whether or not that gears you towards what we do or it doesn't. That's
No,
still
yeah, I'm not like I'm just saying like, oh, I think I was really a little no, I enjoyed the conversation. I just think personally I need more specific questions
got
is
you.
what I'm trying to say. Um And then yeah. And then also defining, for me, I think it was like defining what health and wellness means,
Gotcha. Will
which
do.
might mean
And I'll
different things for other like people. Mine is just not dying. So
okay, no, but that's a good thing. That might be where we glean some information because the question then becomes if we're doing this for a specific consumer base and
mhm,
it's our demographic in terms of age, should I then define health and wellness for them, or should that be the first question I ask? Like, hey, how do you define health and wellness?
yeah. Yeah.
Cool. No, this has been immensely valuable. Thank you for that insight. Um, when we get these different versions of the site up, would you be willing to just click around it for me if I sent you a link?
Yes, I'll be willing to do it for you.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Mel. You're the best. I'm
Um,
gonna give you some time back and you enjoy your evening.
a question
And
for
just
you.
hit me up. We haven't
Are
what's
you
up?
going to the meeting tomorrow? Like, let's stop recording right now.
Yeah, I was literally about to suggest that. So give me just a sec.